Giganotosaurus vs Tyrannosaurus Rex. Which was the strongest dinosaur? Giganotosaurus and Tyrannosaurus lived millions of years apart in different parts of the world. The long-skulled Giganotosaurus of South America lived during the Mesozoic era, 97 million years ago, while the massive, heavy-headed T-Rex of North America lived during the Upper Cretaceous period's Maastrichtian age, 67 to 65.5 million years ago. Both of these extinct dinosaurs were carnivorous and enormous in comparison to other dinosaurs. Before we start this video, I would like to introduce you to our new channel, Four-Legged Friends. If you have a pet, a dog, or a cat, this channel is for you. Even if you want a pet in the future. So if you want to find out useful information about our furry friends, I invite you to subscribe and watch the videos on the channel. Thank you. Size and description. Paleontologists believe Giganotosaurus measured between 39 and 46 feet in length, 12 to 14 meters, and weighed between 6.5 and 13.3 US tons, 5.9 to 12 tons. Giganotosaurus, a dinosaur with a long neck and long head, walked upright on two large and powerful back legs and had a long tail. This massive carnivore had two short but powerful arms with claws on the ends of its three-fingered hands, as well as powerful jaws. This dinosaur had the longest skull of any known theropod, ranging in length from 5.9 to 6.5 feet, 1.8 to 2 meters. Giganotosaurus has an unusually small brain for its enormous size and a large skull. Giganotosaurus, on the other hand, is thought to have had a keen sense of smell. Sue, the most complete T-Rex skeleton ever discovered, measurements reveal that T-Rex was one of the largest carnivorous dinosaurs to ever live, standing up to 13 feet, 4 meters tall at the hips, and 40 feet, 12.3 meters long. T-Rex weighed up to 9 US tons, according to a 2011 study published in the journal PLOS ONE. T-Rex had powerful thighs and a powerful tail that helped it balance its large head and move quickly. Its two-fingered forearms were too small for T-Rex to use to kill or even get a meal to its mouth. It's possible that T-Rex had such small arms due to its powerful bite. The king of dinosaurs required strong neck muscles to support its massive skull and power its powerful bite. Range and habitat. Giganotosaurus was discovered in what is now Argentina, South America, and would have lived in the Patagonian desert 97 million years ago on what was then the supercontinent Gondwana. Most paleontologists believe Giganotosaurus would have been too large to venture too far into the swamp forest and would have spent its time feeding in the open or on the swamp forest's edge. Ruben Dario Carolini, an amateur fossil hunter and mechanic by profession, discovered an almost complete Giganotosaurus skeleton in Patagonia, South Argentina, in 1993. This specimen was discovered in what is now known as the Candeleros Formation. Today, all Tyrannosaurus Rex fossils have been discovered in North America by researchers. There are 13 known specimens, all of which are believed to be buried under the ground in the United States and Canada. This does not necessarily imply that these creatures did not roam the entire American continent, but rather that the conditions for fossilization were met in these areas. 7 specimens have been discovered in Montana, 4 in South Dakota, 1 in Wyoming, and 1 in Saskatchewan. These dinosaurs most likely lived in a variety of environments. The landscape of their range, like much of the rest of the world, was very different 65 million years ago. T-Rex, according to scientists, lived in areas with high humidity and semi-tropical temperatures. They likely stayed near water sources and lived in coastal swamps and open forests. Diet and hunting. Giganotosaurus was a carnivorous dinosaur. Due to the lack of non-sauropod discoveries in South America during this time period, it has been difficult to identify any small animals that Giganotosaurus would have preyed on. Paleontologists, on the other hand, have a theory. Titanosaur and Argentinosaur fossils, large herbivores measuring nearly 75 feet long, were discovered near the remains of Giganotosaurus. This discovery leads paleontologists to believe that this massive meat-eater preyed on large plant-eating dinosaurs rather than smaller dinosaurs. Some researchers believe that Giganotosaurus hunted in packs, similar to their relatives, the Carcharodontosaurus. Hunting a 50-ton Argentinosaurus would have been much more feasible with this type of hunting behavior. Tyrannosaurus Rex was a carnivore with the potential to be an opportunistic scavenger. T-Rex most likely specialized in hunting large dinosaurs, such as the herbivores Edmontosaurus and Triceratops. But it also ate other tyrannosaurs. It is thought that unrelated individuals of varying ages and speeds fared at the same meal. These massive predators crunched through flesh, bone, and marrow with their powerful jaws. They chomped, tore, and swallowed because they lacked chewing teeth. A puncture-pull feeding strategy is used in this case. T-Rex's front teeth gripped and pulled, its side teeth tore flesh, and its back teeth diced chunks of meat and forced food into the throat, according to a 2012 study. In a battle between these two predatory dinosaurs, who would have won? The fight between a Giganotosaurus and a Tyrannosaurus Rex would be a brutal affair, but it would come down to several factors that give one creature the edge over the other. The T-Rex is not the largest dinosaur in history, contrary to popular belief. This chapter is won by the Giganotosaurus. For many years, there has been debate over the maximum speed of a T-Rex. While some scientists estimate it to be 10 miles per hour, 16 kilometers per hour, other estimates have put it at 45 miles per hour, 72 kilometers per hour. On the other hand, the Giganotosaurus is thought to have had a top speed of 31.3 miles per hour, 50 kilometers per hour. Both dinosaurs had two tiny arms, a large skull, long legs, and a long body. Giganotosaurus had 3 fingers at the end of each forearm, compared to T-Rex's 2. Very little is known about how these arms work. Both dinosaurs had strong, muscular thighs, which benefited their running abilities. Evidence, however, points to T-Rex having a heavier tail than the Giganotosaurus. The Giganotosaurus had a lean, pointed tail, which probably contributed to its agility and ability to make quick, sharp turns. Although the two dinosaurs' speed and anatomy appear to be comparable, the T-Rex's jaw power was probably much greater. It had a bite force of 18,000 psi. The bite force of the Giganotosaurus was only about 6,000 psi. Basically, the T-Rex seems to have had a far more developed dental structure than that of the Giganotosaurus. The brain of the Giganotosaurus was smaller and shaped like a banana, despite the fact that its skull was larger. The T-Rex had a larger, wider brain. According to a recent study, the T-Rex's ancestors had advanced brain functions and sensory perceptions before they reached their largest size, which is probably how some of their highly evolved features first appeared. The T-Rex was among the most intelligent dinosaurs. In fact, both animals were carnivores, and they were very good at killing their prey with their powerful bodies and sharp teeth. Despite the similarities between these two dinosaurs, the battle will be decided by their differences. The Tyrannosaurus would succeed in this battle. Although the two dinosaurs are fairly similar to one another, their fighting strategies are very different. Stealth would not be an option in a fight between a Giganotosaurus and a T-Rex. The Giganotosaurus would be at a significant disadvantage in this fight because it would have to get very close to the T-Rex in order to hurt it. It would be a heavyweight brawl. According to research, the Giganotosaurus used its claws to bleed its opponent, which is an effective strategy against dinosaurs with similar strength. However, if this dinosaur makes a deep cut, it will probably die. The T-Rex would use its powerful leg muscles to help it ram and push the Giganotosaurus over before going in for a devastating bite that breaks bones, shatters a skull, or completely disables the dinosaur. The T-Rex is stocky and quick, able to turn and deliver a much more powerful counter for each attack the Giganotosaurus lands. Even if the Giganotosaurus did come in and land a few attacks, the T-Rex does retain the title of King of the Dinosaurs. However, the Giganotosaurus sure put up a great fight. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. Until next time, farewell.